Keeping you informed. This is In.form on WBDC and 18 WJTS.
Hello and welcome to your In.form program right here on 101 Country WBDC and 18 WJTS. I'm Kaitlyn Neukam and we're going to talk about something to saddle up about and put your boots on. I'm stealing something from our lovely graphic here, but without further ado, we have Miss Megan Gatwood. I want to stumble upon it here today, from Anderson Woods. So welcome, Megan. How are you doing today?
I'm great. Thanks for having us.
So we've got a very exciting thing to talk about today, which is your annual Hoedown, which this is only the second year for this amazing fundraiser for what Anderson Woods does. And it's crazy enough you're back here once again to tell us about it and give us the rundown. But before we kind of get into event details and all of the interesting things there, for those who do not know what Anderson Woods or Anderson Woods Summer Camp is, give us the rundown. What is Anderson Woods and what do you guys do over there?
Yeah, we are a summer camp located in northern Perry County, and we provide services, overnight camping experiences to both kids and adults with special needs. We start at the age of 7. And they don't age out. So we have 3 weeks for kiddos 7 to 17, and then we have 5 weeks of camp services for those 18 and older. So last year we had 80-year-olds at camp, and they've been coming. Some of them have been coming longer than I've been alive, and I'm not that young. So,
so you've got quite the array of clients per se, but you guys do a lot of different programming, and you have a I would imagine amazing group of volunteers and employees, camp counselors and stuff that kind of get you guys through the summer, but it sounds like a great place to just start.
Yeah, it's kind of like Little House on the Prairie meets summer camp. So we like to keep it kind of old school and rustic. Really, the kiddos and the adults, they're outside pretty well 100% of the day, no matter the weather, for the most part, as long as they're safe and can make it happen. They do a lot of gardening, animal interactions, hiking that we can handle accessibly, right? Mm-hmm. All kinds of crafts, kickball, hay rides. We watch sunsets. I mean, it's just a really great experience where we're able to provide kind of one-on-one care, right? And create those one-on-one relationships that, we always say they're not just friends at camp. We interact with our campers all year long, I feel like, and they become really, truly our best friends. So, and you said counselors and volunteers.
Right. I mean, it takes a lot. I'm just looking at the pictures you guys have on your website, and it takes a lot of willing participants. And just, again, it amazes me what just a simple interaction can do, no matter who you are. So having this backbone of a team that you guys are able to put this on every year, it sounds amazing.
Yeah, and our campers are wonderful, of course, right? But from the local communities, we also have volunteers starting at the age of 13, and we've had some wonderful youth from our local communities. And then our counselors start at the age of 16, and they get paid for their time during the summer. But it's really cool to see them come back year after year and just build those friendships and learn some really awesome skills to take out into the workforce too and become advocates for this awesome population. So I think it's really a neat program that we need everyone's help to keep and continue.
Of course. And one of the really big things that we wanted to highlight, of course, there's not really age discrimination, but you want to make sure that those who might need financial assistance, they don't, or there is no financial discrimination. And that's why having this annual fundraiser is a big deal for you guys, right?
Yes. So our camp fee for the 4-day 3-night camping experience, it is $250. And that's a relatively not cheap, but cost-effective camping experience, I would say. It's where we can allow camping experiences for all individuals of all socioeconomic classes. So we have some campers that still reside with their parents, whether they're children or adults, but then we also have those that are in group homes, and they might be on limited funding, and we want to make sure that we don't lose that population, right? But we also have never turned anyone away for financial reasons, so we do have sponsorships set up to allow them to have camperships to be able so that we can fund their camping experiences. But we can only do that with wonderful donors from our communities and businesses and that kind of thing that help sustain us, because it is on 163 acres.
That's a lot.
That we have to upkeep with buildings and trees and property, just to maintain and make it the best that we can for the campers. So.
Right. Yeah. So with that, let's talk about your big event, because, again, every little bit helps. And This is one way that community members from all backgrounds can really get started in helping or just showing recognition for what Anderson Woods does. So the Anderson Woods Hoedown on Saturday, November 16th. What do we need to know about that? Because it sounds like
it is fun.
It is fun.
Last year was the first one that we had. Not that we were nervous, but it was a big change from what we had done for years and years. And it was a great time. We filled the house, and it was really awesome. So we have moved it to a bigger location this year, to the Calumet, which I think will be rustic and fun, right? And it's from 5 to 10 on November 16th. It's $50 a ticket, and that'll get your entrance in to enjoy all the fun, and then plus a drink ticket. Yeah.
And also, not only do you guys have some amazing live music lined up, but you have your meal catered by Oink Inc. And I mean, we all know how great Oink is. So that $50 also covers meals, right?
Yes. And would you like to hear about our meal?
Of course.
Yummy.
It is afternoon, and we're getting into like Friday night dinner time. Of course, I want to hear about food.
I have to say, last year it was delicious. Shrimp and grits, smoked pork chops, bourbon praline chicken, pepper jack cream corn, mac and cheese, cornbread, and then assorted desserts. And it will fill you up.
It does sound like it. And, through that 5 to 10 in the evening window, it's not like it's just going to be the saddle up, put your boots on type thing, but you guys will have live music. And I'm seeing there's a silent auction, too. Is that right?
Yes, absolutely. I'm going to hit on the music first, and then we'll jump into the silent auction. We've got Kaitlyn Neukam, which is an awesome local favorite, of course, and Debbie Sheeter. And then Andy Hagedorn is bringing some friends along for his new band, Borrowed Time.
Ooh.
So, yeah. So that'll be really awesome. So all three, I think, have great followings. So we love for people to come out, support this great cause, and hear some good tunes.
And again, I cannot stress how exciting it is to hear of all of the local support, because it's local catering and local live music.
Absolutely.
And I would imagine these silent auction items are also donated from a lot of great local sponsors, right?
They are. We've got all kinds of things. I mean, it's a great array of stuff, from golf packages, Ride with a Cop, homemade beer tastings. I'm looking at a list because it's really long.
Understandable.
And I'm so grateful for everyone who donated. Yoga, a condo in Destin for a week, Indians tickets, Colts tickets, IU tickets. So, I mean, the list goes on. There's all kinds of things, whether it be something for your kids for Christmas or, just a week out, something fun. But yes, once again, thank you so much to those that went out and put the work in to make this happen, and then also to those that donated. It's huge.
Right. And of course, with every silent auction, you have to be 18 and above, or is it 20? It's 18
I believe
above.
it's 18 and above.
So, get your name written down there. And although it's not as exciting as a live auction, it's just as anticipatory. You're just like, oh, I hope I get to be the last one.
We had some heated items last year where people kept marking it up. It was pretty fun.
Fantastic. And of course, the hoedown itself is not able to be had without your event sponsors, right?
Yes, absolutely. We have so many wonderful, wonderful sponsors. And I have to say, before listing these, at Anderson Woods, we literally run on donations. No one outside of the youth counselors and our caretaker get paid. So all of the others, we are volunteer, and we love doing it. It's 100% a service of love. But thank goodness for these donors,
right?
And these businesses that support us. So can I go ahead and list them?
Please, yes. You've got a very extensive list, but that just shows how amazing and how much the community appreciates the work that Anderson Woods does.
And if you are still sending it in and we don't recognize you here, we have other interviews lined up, and I will make sure
Heck yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. So silver is the $150. It's Ernie Sheet Metal, Debbie Allen State Farm Insurance, Cooper Contracting, Nicholas Olinger DMD, Jim and Louise Gutzel, Bob Liggers Buick GMC, Kremp Construction, Universal Design Associates, Meyer Distributing, Cave Quarries, Beekline and Associates, Giesler Dental, and Indiana Furniture. And then our gold, which is $300, Wabash Valley Produce, Best Home Furnishings, Ubelor Chevy Cadillac Toyota, and Denton's Bingham and Greenbaum. And then the platinum is the $500, Ralph and Kelly Schwenk, Robert and Karen Witten, Jasper Engines and Transmissions, Charles and Jan Stempfenagel, Ubelor Developments, German American Bank, and Kathy Rummel. So really awesome people, I tell you what.
Yes, and again, the familiarity there is amazing. And although these bigger corporate sponsorships all well and fine, having these smaller sponsorships and donations throughout the way, every little bit helps. And just with everything else that it's amazing to see that these various organizations in our area here, they're not government funded. They are from the back of your, like from the bottom of the barrel. We're going to put on these events or help these different demographics because it's just the right thing to do. And we need finances to do that.
We live in a fabulous community, truly. And people are so generous and giving with their time and their resources. Makes it all possible. That's for sure. So.
And so, last year was your first year for the Hoedown itself. Going from year 1 to year 2, which I know you guys, you had to expand because you guys had so many in attendance. Is there anything you're like really looking forward to, or something that we didn't touch on that you want someone to know, maybe if they're on the fence of like, well, do we really want to go out? I mean, it's $50 per person, but again, it's a fantastic night out as we go into the colder months too, right?
I think I would really encourage people to check out our Facebook page. We have some videos on there of campers saying what they love about camp. Just seeing those testimonials and seeing the faces of the campers, the staff, and the volunteers. Camp is bigger than just a summer camp.
Right.
It's really not just a 1-week experience for them to go to and call it a camp. It's really not. This is their home. The second they show up, I mean, they take such ownership in this place. It's pretty amazing. It truly is. It kind of sucks you in. Hence, that's why I'm still there. It does. And it makes you really be a believer in the population, and just what you learn personally from this population is huge. And in order to keep allowing that organization to happen and for this experience to happen, we just need this event to be a success. So like I said, we did move to a bigger spot, to the Calumet. I think it's going to be really great, but we need people to buy those tickets.
Right. And how best can we go about buying tickets, whether it's right now after we get done with this interview or a little bit closer to the date of November 16th?
There's a few different ways. You can go to the Du Bois County Visitor Center. They're totally there to sell. And then the Tell City Pretzels in Jasper is also selling. And if that doesn't suit your fancy, you can text my number, which is on the website, and I can personally deliver you tickets. I will do whatever I can to get you
VIP ticket delivery. Right. I love it.
Yeah, and I have to say, we do have a half pot, and last year it was a whole lot of fun. It was
Can't forget about the half pot. I didn't see it on the list.
That's okay,
but
yeah. And some line dancing. I mean, it's a lot of fun. So I hope everybody puts your boots on and wear your costumes. Not your costumes necessarily, but your
dress wear.
Hoedown gear.
Right. Yeah. So I guess that kind of brings me to my next question, which is, what's the vibe? Is it date night, or is it like, go out there to impress? What are we kind of expecting so far as clientele?
We had overalls and denim dresses and cowboy hats and boots, and it's just a good time. You come what you're comfortable in, and we would love to have you. Kids are also welcome, come and saddle up and have a good time. We hope lots of our campers are there too to share what they love about camp, so all are welcome.
And, of course, do not forget the cash or the checkbook at home because of the silent auction and all that other stuff that's going on.
And, of course, there's soft drinks and beer and wine and well drinks, so it'll be a good time.
Fantastic. Yeah. Megan, did we miss anything so far as the Hoedown?
But I think that, and thank you for Tell City Pretzels, because they did donate some yummy pretzels for us,
heck
too.
Yeah.
So, I know, right?
Well, the Hoedown is going to be on Saturday, November 16th from 5 to 10 p.m. Eastern time, right?
Yes.
At the Calumet in Jasper, $50 per person. You can visit AndersonWoods.org for more information or anything like that. If anyone wants more information about Anderson Woods and the stuff that you guys are doing out in the woods per se, or even if they want to maybe consider volunteer or even visit.
Yeah. During summer, June and July, we'd love to have you out for a visit with the campers. I think it's the best way to see where your funds are going firsthand. We would love to have visitors. We love having volunteers. If you have kids, get them involved. It's great. So it's all on our website. The new applications for this coming summer will be up in January for campers and staff and volunteers. And other than that, just keep up with us on Facebook. There's tons of pictures so that you can see firsthand what we do.
Fantastic. Anderson Woods, remind us, in Pike County?
Perry.
For some reason.
Northern tip. We're really close to Ferdinand. So
there you go. Yep. Fantastic. Well, Megan, we appreciate your time today, and again, just getting to share the great work that you guys do, and hopefully bring in a lot of people to the Hoedown on November 16th.
Thank you so much, and we appreciate all of you.
Fantastic. You have been listening and watching Your In.form right here on 101 Country WBDC and 18 WJTS, and we have been with the Anderson Woods Summer Camp.
This has been In.form on WBDC and 18 WJTS. Catch past episodes on our social media pages and our websites. If it matters to you, it matters to us. In.form.